With some big numbers coming through as yearlings and new season foals, in 2021 Swettenham stud will stand a sire on the rise, the regally bred RUBICK. Buying Costa de Largo from a 3/4 sister to breed shaper Redout's Choice, RUBICK has already sired the Everest winner in Yes, Yes, Yes. He joins barnmate I Am Invincible's I Am Immortal, whose first foals are just starting to arrive. Adam, you're a mainstay on the board of Thoroughbred Breeders Victoria. It must be such a boost seeing some of the fabulous mares coming into the state to support the growing ranks of quality stallions.
That's right, Caroline. Victoria has evolved with so many good new studs coming onto the scene, including, I've got to say, Widden have come down. Widden, New South Wales have come down to Victoria. We've got Leneva. We've obviously got the powerhouse of Dali Godolphin. We've got Yulong, which is certainly a very, very influential sort of operation in Victoria and across the globe. But Rosemount doing a great job with Anthony Mithun, and you've got Spendthrift, obviously the American side of things, which are doing a great job as well with new stallions in Victoria this year. RUBICK, obviously. We've got Written Tycoon, Gailala, Earthlight, Hanseatic, Nikoni, Star Witness, Tagaloa, Doubtland, Russian Camelot. Gosh, it's the largest number of first season sires we've had in Victoria as well, Caroline. So Victoria is really sort of a come of age, and I've got to say, you know, the broodmare farms here in the state are collecting some significant broodmare amounts, and we are actually, you know, it's really punching above our weight, and that is reflected across the sales of yearlings. And a lot of Victorians doing particularly well. I mean, look at the recent Magic Millions sales. 52% of the broodmares in that sale were purchased by Victorian broodmare farms.
And it's so good to see the gorgeous RUBICK at Swettenham stud this spring. He was so highly rated by Gerald Ryan and his team. He always had something very special about him, didn't he?
Oh, he was a great racehorse. I mean, he was a January 2-year-old, and when he won his first start at Ramwick, he then went on to run at Caulfield in the Blue Diamond Prelude, and he absolutely smashed them. And you know, he came from that into a 3-year-old career. He raced in the Schillaci, beating Group 1 winners. He himself being by the grading Costa de Largo, out of a 3-part sister to Redout's Choice. He just fixed the mark for, at his stage of his career, for what we're looking for in Victoria, and especially at Swettenham.
The colt, yes, 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 takes the lead.
And as a sire, of course, in his first crop, he hit the jackpot with Everest winner Yes, Yes, Yes.
He was retired early to stud, RUBICK, and stood at 16,500. And in his first crop, he produced Yes, Yes, Yes. And not only Yes, Yes, Yes within that, but Rubisaki and also Condo's Express. But the great thing with him, I mean, he's got 175 2-year-olds, and he's got over 200 yearlings at higher prices with better mares. So we really feel at Swettenham, and really working in with Coolmore. Okay, he may not have had the greatest season this year, and we've seen it very much with likes of Piero. He did the same, and So You Think, who really just had a little bit flat spots in their 5th year. The numbers came through, and you see what they're doing at the moment. So we feel that we've got a very strong chance with this stallion RUBICK, and being such a good-looking horse and so fertile, that we feel that he is a primed, proven horse which Victoria needs at that price.
Standing RUBICK in 2021, as you mentioned, continues the great relationship with Coolmore stud that started back with your father, Robert Sangster, Vincent O'Brien and John Magnier.
Oh, that's right. I've got to say, with Tom Magner and his wife Sophie and family, but all the staff at Coolmore, I have a very close relationship, and that relationship is echoed all around the world with the Sangster and the Magner family. It's something which is lovely to carry on that legacy, and Caroline, I've got to say, it's going to keep on passing, because there's a lot more Sangsters around. Not just in the Southern Hemisphere, but certainly a lot more in the Northern Hemisphere. So we're keeping on breeding and love the industry, but certainly a lot of my family are getting involved with it in both hemispheres. It's just very lucky that we can get a horse down here in Victoria like that, because he just fits the perfect mark. In years to come, we'll reflect back on this interview, and you'll say to me, Gosh, Adam, do you remember that time in August when we did the interview and you spoke about RUBICK for the first time? My God, hasn't he done well? And all that backing of the Victorian broodmare owners and obviously New South Wales and South Australian, Tasmanian ones coming to him this particular year in 2021 has proved successful. So yes, we're very happy with that. He really got his best book of quality mares on the back of these great successes, which is what makes him so exciting, Caroline. He has covered books of 250 plus in recent years at 35,000 and 30,000, with those progeny about to hit the track.
I Am Immortal with 100 metres to go.
I'm so pleased also to showcase I Am Immortal on BRED to win. He is the only colt or entire by I Am Invincible to win 2 stakes races as a 2-year-old.
Oh, as you can see, he walks so magnificently, and he really did capture the imagination of the racing public. But as a physical, he's got everything, and Sam Friedman always said that he had the greatest nature, and you can see he has got a great nature. He let down really well. We got him last year in 2020 in April, and come the breeding season, which sadly no one got to see him due to COVID, but he really had changed. And Ben Mason, who did the vet check on him, said to me, he said, Adam, I've never seen such a windpipe as large as I'm Immortal's. And you know, you can see by putting your fist under his jaw that his jowl is enormous. So you know, he's got a lot of credentials, and he fits the same profile as his father, I'm Invincible.
And looking at your wonderful son of High Chaparral, Toronado, winner of the Sussex and the Queen Anne Stakes. He's now a sire of a Group 1 winner in Masked Crusader, who took out the William Reid. I'm sure the whole farm was watching that.
With Masked Crusader, it was a great result for the farm, and especially the breeders who supported him. And he's got some really great, really good horses coming through. I think Toronado is certainly on the cusp of becoming a great stallion. And of course, you know yourself, Caroline, through the great Duncan Ramage, that sire line through So You Think, and of course, and Done Deal has done so well. And it seems a sire line which does work here in Australasia. And the thirst in Hong Kong is amazing. We were looking at figures today. That he's got 25, Toronado's got 25 of his progeny, colts and geldings, who've arrived in Hong Kong. And so obviously it's taken a lot of a pool out of here of Victoria, but there is a very, very large return on investment for breeders who get a colt or gelding, that Hong Kong is going to be very much looking at them, and by the time you come to sell your progeny, those 25 and more would have settled into Hong Kong, climatised, and will be winning the races. I know some very significant trainers have got them up there, but also his fillies are doing very well. They're matching very well, his fillies and mares. So not just does he produce colts and geldings, he produces very good race fillies and race mares.
And Highland Reel in the purple has burst through on the inside.
Highland Reel is having early winners up in Europe at the moment. You know, he got probably a little bit lost in all the Galileos at Coolmore, and to think that he won 7 Group 1s, he's still the highest earner out of Ballydoyle. Obviously the Victorian breeders really supported Highland Reel because he's got over 400 mares in his first 3 seasons. But I believe that Highland Reel is one at that price which really could be a great investment for anybody looking to send their mare. He himself crosses, and his bloodlines work so well with them. So make sure you look at our website or get onto that Group 1 gold mine, because that certainly will produce a good match to your mare.
Overall, the spring looks so promising for your wonderful Swettenham stud sires and the Victorian industry as a whole. There's plenty of success on the way for those investing in your stallions.
We made a conscious decision a few years ago not to sell yearlings under the Swettenham banner anymore, and really it was to help our clients who've gone to all the Swettenham sires, so that when we're at the sales we can actually help our clients and breeders sort of sell their horses in the yearling yards, and not concentrating primarily on our own draft. We have a very good culture at Swettenham, and we hope that passes through into our clients, and people enjoy dealing with us, because it's actually important that they can pick up the phone to myself, I Am Visible, as well as Sam Matthews and Jason and all my team. But I think to get through to the principal and to see me at any time, I think is also important, because people enjoy knowing who they're dealing with.
The G1 Goldmine analysis of RUBICK's sire in Costa de Lago and the nicks that have had the most success with his sire sons include highly regarded broodmare sire Charge Forward, who registers 6.9% Group 1 winners to runners and over 10% stakes winners to runners. Examples include champion sprinter Sunlight and her sister Sistar, and Golden Slipper winner She Will Reign. Another supercross within Costa de Lago line is Elusive Quality, with 3.3% Group 1 winners to runners and over 13% stakes winners to runners, as exhibited by the Full Brothers and now successful stallions Shooting to Win and Deep Field.